I'm Daniela Tudor, founder and CEO of Palalink, a mobile application and wearable for those in recovery from drug and alcohol addiction. When I first got into recovery, it looked like a really, really tall mountain that was impossible to climb. I was in active addiction for 9 years, and after 2 years of trying to stop on my own, I finally gave in and went to treatment. That's where I discovered the secret of staying in recovery, which some of you that don't know, being in recovery means staying sober. There I discovered that accountability and doing certain activities of mind, body, and spiritual in nature, day in and day out, as well as staying in communication with people in my support groups and my loved ones, is the key to staying in recovery and not relapsing. For someone like me, not relapsing means being able to live. If I relapse, it can lead to death very quickly. On the left here we have Chad. He also climbed that tall mountain to recovery in a bit of a different way. He went through the support group meetings, and that's how he got sober. He has over 5 years sober, and I have just over a year. But this problem isn't that small. In fact, 1 in 6 people suffer from drug and alcohol addiction. And half of the people in this picture and half of the people in this audience have been in some way affected by drug and alcohol addiction. And what was even more mortifying when I got into recovery is I learned that 80% of people annually relapse. I was not okay with this, and that's when the solution of Palalink sparked in my mind. The other thing about this problem is that it's not just socially, it doesn't just have social repercussions. Also on a national level, the financial repercussions are very, very grave. When you first get into recovery, oh, it's not going to play.
Swipe it again.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. When I first get into recovery, it can be so overwhelming. There's a multitude of activities that you have to do. And for me and Chad, in our first 90 days of sobriety, it was hard enough staying away from the substance, much less thinking about all these activities you have to do day in and day out, exercising, eating, going to support group therapy, or support groups and therapy. It was so overwhelming. So that's why we're creating Palalink, an easy application that I can log into, customize my own recovery program, and it automatically in real time tracks all of these activities and sends a gentle nudge, a push notification to those in my support group and to myself when I'm decreasing an activity or communication. That is much sooner than ever before any other tool out in the market to provide this means to save someone from relapsing. Here's an example of the wireframes that we've built. These wireframes encompass the 4 big pillars that keep somebody from relapsing: constant communication, support group network connection, physical wellness, and mental clarity. Now, how are we going to reach our market? In the state of Washington alone, 700 people are in recovery from drug and alcohol addiction, and about 38,000 people annually go through treatment. We already have Lakeside Milam and Residence 12, 2 of the most successful and respectable treatment centers in the state that are interested in deploying Palalink to their alumni. There's 243 treatment facilities in Washington. By working with those treatment facilities, we'll also be able to create connections with EAP programs, employee-assisted programs, which large companies send their employees to get into recovery to the treatment centers. And as long as they stay in recovery, they can return to employment, as well as connecting with insurance companies, which, by the way, in the last 2 weeks, we've already started the conversation with a large insurance company that's very interested in taking this on as a product. Those people that leave treatment then will have their families and support group members connect to the app as well, tripling our customer base as soon as somebody walks out of treatment. And here's the model of adoption. At a very reasonable rate, if we adopt at $5.99 per month subscription model, the customers of families, support group members, and treatment centers, we will reach about 270,000 people in just the first 2 years in the state of Washington alone. Now look at our competition. They do not encompass nearly as large of the functionalities that are needed to make this app successful. It shows that there's a great market need, but we actually provide a real-time solution that encompasses all of the different pillars. And here's our fantastic team that's going to make this happen. Combined, we have years and years of executive experience in product development for software and hardware, managing startups, and marketing and advertising, expertise in clinical psychology, in addiction, PR and media, and it's a fantastic team that's worked with some of the largest brands in the world. And this amazing team is also going to take the product to the next level, which is going to be taking the same way that PalaLink works and applying it with its different nuances to other populations and addiction populations that need the same kind of care, the same type of accountability for their daily activities, and staying in communication with those support group members. Also, we're going to deploy this on other technologies as needed. Now, Chad and I, the person I was talking about, that's actually my fiance and I know that this is my mission in life now, to make PalaLink successful. This is my journey, and I encourage you to join me on the quest to save millions of lives. Thank you.